comedy, pop culture, and everything in between. By idiots, for idiots. Welcome, sinners. This is Sports Idiot Nation.
Welcome into Sports Idiot Nation, the weekly show that comes to you actually twice a week, every Monday and Thursday. Today is Thursday, and so we are coming at you. I'm with T.I., and I'm going to let T.I. introduce this big dude because I'm scared.
Yes. He's like five of me. He's like five of me, but he's on my side, which is a good thing. But no, this is my man Marako. Marako and I have been friends with each other, I'd say for a few years. I'd say at least since I've been doing the TI stuff because, as I was telling you beforehand off scenes, Marako has been one of the admins, OG admins for the Tennessee Titans Elite, one of the largest, if not, I think the largest Titans group on Facebook, social media in general. And when I started doing this stuff, it's like, as you know, I'm kind of like, where's the first place I go? I look for groups and I look for like-minded folks. And I started sharing stuff. And he was one of the first cats to really embrace it, and we built a good friendship based on our common misery of watching the Titans. And we did the first watch party together with my buddy Andy at Winners. And man, we just have a great admiration for each other as well. And so I've been wanting to bring him on the show in general, just to talk football, talk Titans, talk sports. He's a big basketball fan as well. Adam, you and him should get along fine since you're a Warriors fan and he's a Lakers fan. But no, man, just he's had a wild week in general. He's always got some viral stuff going on Twitter and whatnot. But this past week, he had a good one. I'm just myself perusing my normal pages I follow, and I'm just like, hey, I know that guy. And I'm like, wait a second, hold up. Wait, that's another one. Oh, that's another site. Next thing I know, I'm sending him text. I'm just like, yo, man, looks like you made some noise this week on social media. And
made some waves.
And he's like, yeah, I didn't even know it was really what was going on until RJ hit him up. So so Marako, just, introduce yourself, kind of, give us a little bit about you. You are known on the circuit as Mr. Yeah, motherfucker. If you want to greet us with one of your legendary greetings, that would be awesome. But just tell us what it's like to kind of wake up and realize that one of your kind of just common posts of your normal hot takes just went insanely viral. When I mean insanely viral, I mean the very first page I saw you on had like 55,000 likes, not even just comments, just likes. So, that is the true definition of viral. So, yeah, man, what's that like?
Man, first of all, thank y'all for having me on, man. I know this is going to be a dope discussion we're going to have tonight. And you can follow me on Facebook, Marako Taylor. That's Marako Taylor. You can follow me on Twitter as well. Yeah, MFKA. And let's just pretty much talk Titans, man. I mean, that's why I exist on social media. I'm only here to talk Titans. Might talk about some other stuff as well. I'm a big WWE fan too, so I'm getting ready for WrestleMania. Should be a dope weekend. Looking forward to it most definitely. But yeah, so the viral moment. My first real viral moment. I can't believe that right there.
I mean, you've had viral moments, but that is the quintessential definition of a viral moment. I mean, like I said, just the first two I saw was a combined 250,000 just likes, things like that. I don't even know how many comments, shares, reach, views. I mean, your views in general. I mean, just the view. I mean, it's probably millions of views all across the world, man. So that's you, bro.
Yeah, man. I mean, I really don't look at the stats, though, man. That's the thing. That's why I say my first real viral moment. I mean, I know I do the hype videos throughout the regular season and whatnot, but I mean, even with that right there, I mean, I don't just look to go viral. I mean, I just, pretty much just do whatever's on my mind, do whatever's on my heart at the time. And when I made that post and tweet, I mean, that's what was on my mind at the time. I mean, I think I was doing some reading or something about the whole Deion Sanders and Shador situation, and it just hit me. I was like, "Well, the man has been doing this. I mean, for decades. So I mean, I don't get why everybody jumping on Deion's case about it." And I made the post. Started getting some comments shortly after. I respond to it. I try to respond to all the comments, but of course I can't keep up with every single comment, but I'll most definitely appreciate every interaction that I get. But yeah, I mean
So
made
let
that
me ask you
post.
this,
Go
Marako.
ahead.
I wanna find out about this exact what your take is. I want to ask you about it because I do remember the Mannings. I remember. Let's all three of us make the Eli Manning face when he got drafted, right? Like we all remember that. He was like, "Oh my God, I told them not to draft me. I told those guys not to draft me, and they drafted me." And the look on his face was like someone killed his dog, right? And he
Mhm.
forced his way, right? The Mannings, they did their thing, and no one, said a word. They're not the only. He wasn't the only quarterback ever in the history of the draft to do that, but it was as far as having a famous father being the
Hmm.
figurehead, and that's what I think we're talking about. Now, here's what I want to ask. Do you think that the difference is that Archie Manning was looked at as having a little bit more class in that he wasn't the showmanship, the big showy, he never had a rap album, he never uh
I'd buy an
told
Archie Manning rap album
he
though. I'd
he
check that
never
out.
had yeah he never did this. He never told an NFL team, "Why is y'all talking to me? I ain't gonna be around by the eighth pick." Okay,
For
he never
sure.
said that. Deion did, and we know how Deion is. I love Deion. He played for the San Francisco Giants. He played for the San Francisco 49ers. I love that dude. Now, what I'm asking you though is America. Do they prefer someone like Archie to just fall in line, maybe say something controversial like, "We're not going to go to this team," but still be the all American boy? Whereas Dion is the showy, flashy, and people don't like that. Or, let's just be honest, is it race? I'm just asking what your
Oh
take
yeah.
is.
Oh yeah, and I'm glad you threw everything out there because I wouldn't be here if we weren't gonna be able to talk about every single thing. So yeah, we're gonna attack it from all angles. Now, when I made that post, was I thinking about race or is this a black and a white thing? No, I wasn't thinking about that. But
Okay, fair.
when I hit send, when I hit post, I knew the type of reaction that I was going to get. I was like, man, these people, they probably finna be saying something, everything. And gotta be honest about it too. I mean, some people feel like, oh, I'm race baiting, and some people feel like, yeah, I mean, they hate on Dion because Dion black. And then you got some that feel like, man, Dion just he's too out there. I don't care about them using their nepotism, but Dion, he just too out there for me, and I don't like that. I mean, you got all of that going on
Mhm.
in this whole topic or whatever. But my thing about it is Dion has earned the right. Dion has all the accolades. Dion has all the accomplishments to be able to step inside those rooms and say whatever he wants. I mean, it's his
He was a
son.
better
Come,
player. Look, he was a better player. Forget that he played two sports really well. Forget
right,
that. He even played football better than Archie Manning did. Archie Manning was a good quarterback, got dealt a bad hand playing for the New Orleans Saints, and they wore bags on their head. There was a terrible franchise. But Dion, look, no matter how you slice it, Dion was a better player too. So, like to your point, right?
Well, my thing too, in there is like with Dion, it's kind of like we were talking earlier. Deion, not only is Deion rep his own kids, we know that, and which any father does. I mean, come on, man. You know, I'm out here. You know, I've been coaching. I'm not coaching my kid anymore, but I was coaching my kid for the last 2 or 3 years. You know, I think I'm not out there coaching my own kid up, like for sure. You know, the opportunity arises, you're going to do that. But he also takes every kid under his wing. He acts as a father figure for all these kids. Some of these kids may not have fathers. We don't know. We don't know everybody's situation for a football player in Colorado. Football player in Colorado's path is a lot different from a football player at Alabama or Auburn or UT or LSU or Michigan or Ohio State. Like, I'm not knocking Colorado, but let's be real, man. If you've got all those SEC schools and Big Ten schools calling, Colorado's going to be last on your list unless you have to be there. So, like, he's made the most out of everybody there. I mean, he's made Travis Hunter a household name. So I've got utmost respect for him there. But when we break it down to the same thing, it's like people are criticizing because he openly says, look, I don't want my son going to Tennessee. I don't want my son going to Cleveland. I don't want my son going to this place. And people are like, oh, the audacity of this man. But they don't follow up with the post soundbite of it where he's like, I think it's a little better maybe in a situation for my son to slip and be at a place like New Orleans or something that is not basically looking for the savior. They're looking for an opportunity to ease someone in there. I mean, and like you said, he may say it flashy. He may say it to get clicks, but in the grand scheme of things, he's not doing anything different than the whole San Diego, New York Giants thing with Eli, you know, or that other players have done, you know? So I don't know. It's it's the thing. I agree with Marako. It's like, hey, you got different people on every different takes. You got some people are like, oh, you're just race baiting. Look, it's 2025. If you think racism doesn't exist, then hey, that's fine. Crawl back under your rock, live in your ostracized world. That's fine. But it's a realistic thing, and a lot of the arguments stem between the Deion situation, love or hate. It broods from the basis of racism. It is what it is, you know. But when we're talking about sports and talking about just really standing up for your kids or your players or whoever it is, I don't see a whole lot of difference in the Archie Manning, Eli, Peyton situation versus Deion in Colorado, you know. And that's why when I saw your tweet picking up the traction, you know, I knew immediately, one, yeah, there's a lot of the race aspect is driving this virility as well, but it's also the fact that it's a polarizing, honest, realistic take that deep down somebody has to look and go, you know what? I never really thought about it like that. I agree with that. You know? And that's my thing. Is like, not only is it polarizing, it's eye-opening, it's topic ensuing, it sparks conversation. It's a topical conversation in our modern society, you know. So I got kudos for you for throwing it out there, for one, just being like, hey man, whatever backlash, whatever love, whatever hate, whatever comes from this, like, hey, this is me being me. It's my thoughts. Love it or hate it, here it is. Take it. Sin. You know?
Yeah, most definitely. And I'm glad that you brought up the point of Deion being a father figure to a lot of these kids, and not only Colorado, but Jackson State University as well. I don't know if you can remember, but Colorado's senior day, and I forget the kid's name. I forget the kid's name. But the one kid, his parents wasn't able to attend his senior day for whatever reason. And he had Deion walk him out because all the other kids were walking out with, you know, their parents. He didn't have his parents, so Deion stepped up, walked out with the guy because the guy looked up to Deion as a father figure, and that gets lost when talking about Deion Sanders. I mean, yeah, he's out there. Yes, he said what he said when he was getting drafted, but at the same time as well, Deion hasn't done anything but build a legacy for himself and for his kids as well, because Shador he's got that Sanders blood in him. You can tell he's Deion's son, most definitely. But he's a lot more chilled than Deion. I mean, Shador isn't going to jump out there just extra flashy. I mean, yeah, you may see him with the rollie on, and you may see him with nice little chain on or whatever, but he's a smooth, cool, calm guy. And he doesn't bring that type of energy. He doesn't bring that type of energy around, the same energy that Deion brought around. And that's why I don't get most of the hate that Shador gets, because he doesn't attract, he doesn't put himself out there like that. And they embrace it too. I mean, they
Oh, for
feel
sure.
like,
Yeah,
they
they
feel like
want
if
that.
they ain't got haters, they ain't doing something right.
Yeah, I mean, like we were saying before, talking about the Steven Jackson, Matt Barnes podcast, all the smoke. The Sanders want all the smoke. They want all the smoke all the time. Like, we know
Why
that.
wouldn't they? Look at them.
Yeah, they feed off of that. We get that, you know. So
That's what they're raised with. Which
Yeah.
this is what I want to ask Marako as well. Speaking of being raised with it, so I want to ask you about two more situations. Reminder to follow Marako on socials. Follow Sports Idiot Nation as well. Here's two situations I got for you. LeVar Ball. So three sons, and all of them you can say are beyond successful. Like, I like to think of myself as successful. I'm not as successful as those three Ball boys, right? Now, two of them in the NBA, one of them took himself out of the running, became a performer. I don't think his music is that great, but it's not based on me, because that dude has a lot of listens on Spotify, and just because I don't like it doesn't mean that a million people, do like it. So, but we criticize that man. You, me, your auntie, your cousin, we all criticize that dude at first. And now who's laughing last? And it's like, man, he might have been on something. Like, all he was a father supporting his sons. Now, you can miss me with that. He would win one-on-one with Michael Jordan. Do you remember that?
You don't think he could take Michael Jordan one-on-one?
Remember when he said that? I'm not making that up.
No,
that was a legendary line right there.
You can miss me with that. But other than that, is that I mean, what's your take on what the Ball family has done, Marako?
I mean, what the Ball family has done, I mean, salute to them as well, man. And that's why I'm not upset with Deion, and I wasn't upset with the Mannings neither, until I found out that Archie was lying about not having any involvement. I'm like, come on, man. I mean, we seen what happened between you and the chart. Go ahead.
Miss me with that too.
Exactly. We saw what happened, man. You ain't got to sit up and lie about, oh, I didn't have anything. Yes, you did. You had everything to do with it. You, Eli, Tom Condon, which is the family's agent. I mean, come on, man. I mean, yeah, nepotism is real, but don't sit up and lie about it. Now, back to the Balls, I don't have a problem with them at all, because of the simple fact that LeVar made a platform for himself. He got people to talking, got his sons in the league, and once his sons got in the league, and once his sons got established, LeVar fell back. And that's going to be the same thing with Deion as well. That's what people fail to realize. Deion is going to do whatever he can do to make sure his son's transition into the league goes as smooth as possible, and then Deion is going to fall back. Deion is still coaching at Colorado. He's not going to have time to focus on Shador in the NFL. No, he's got other kids he's got to deal with. All he's trying to do is make sure Shador is in a good situation to where he can be developed properly, because you know how these NFL teams are. Really, all of these teams in any sports, NBA, MLB, hockey, whatever. I mean, they could see a guy that's been doing his thing his whole life, and then they'll try to change the way he does things And
Mhm.
that throws off their development. They're not the same. Then you got them calling them bust and all this other kind of stuff. Deion is just trying to prevent that from happening. And anytime a father or mother can use their platform to bring attention to one of their kids or one of their family members that's, God, that's got a gifted ability that can get into a professional sport, they should most definitely use it and fall back when the child gets established, when they get in a good situation.
For sure. Let's play devil's advocate. All right, let's flip it. Let's say we're looking at Deion's son, and we're seeing Deion in the media, and Deion's like, no, I ain't. He's gonna have to make a name for himself. I ain't here to help him. And no, I did it myself. I'm not here to help him. He's got to go out and do it himself. What are people going to be like then, right? Oh, look at Deion. He won't even help his own son. Like it's a lose-lose, right?
Can't win.
Man,
It's a lose-lose, right? So
honestly,
it's
with me,
like,
I would call
you know,
bullshit on that. I would
yeah,
call bullshit on that. I think a lot of other people would call bullshit on that too, because
hmm
of the simple fact that, okay, you've done all of this to put attention on your kids, and now all of a sudden they're getting ready to go pro, and you're just gonna be like, "Oh, I ain't got
yeah,
nothing to do." Bullshit, man.
yeah,
That's the Archie Manning shit.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. So I mean, it's like it's ridiculous to think like, oh, why would he not be involved, or why is he not going to be a vocal point? I mean, he's always been a loudmouth in a good way, not in a loudmouth in a annoyance. Like everybody wishes they had a Deion on their team. Let's be real, and not a
Exactly.
Deion. Everybody wishes they had that Deion on their team at some point, because if you did, your team was probably winning. Whether the sport, no matter the sport. I mean, I don't know how I think he played for the Braves for a little bit too. I think maybe like 1 year or something. I don't know. I don't know
Yeah.
how good they were
Yeah.
doing then, but you know what I'm saying. If you're good enough, if you're Bo Jackson, you're a Deion. Let's be real. Like people, you're going to talk. People are going to listen. Doesn't mean people are going to like what you say, but people are going to listen. And that's the problem, is that a lot of people are listening, but not a lot of people aren't liking what he's saying, because they're just not looking at it from a lot of these different angles that we're talking about just in these last 30 minutes, So,
Right. A
So
lot of
here's
them
another
think
one.
Dion is going to micromanage the team, which, like I said, Dion's got his own team to worry about in Colorado. I
Yeah.
mean, he's not going to be there hand and foot with Shadur and Travis. No, he's just trying to make sure they land in a proper situation to where they can develop into the players that they know they can be.
mm-hmm.
There was that little hint months ago, Dallas. He gonna coach Dallas, and they gonna draft him. That
That
got
was interesting.
a little
Yeah.
bit of a little bit of talk for about 18 seconds, and it's like, come on, guys, that's not happening. But because we know Jerry made such a great decision in getting that Schottenheimer guy, who he's just like, what? You might as well get Deion. But okay, I got another one for you, Marako. I got another situation now,
Let's
and
go.
this one takes the cake, because so far we have two fathers who stepped up for their boys and lost a limb. They lost limbs. Now, I got the third one for you, and he is not losing a limb. This dude is still hooping. LeBron James.
Yes,
Now,
sir. The
let's talk
GOAT.
through that. Let's talk through
Now,
that, because
hold on. Wait a second. Hold on. Marako, if I'm not mistaken, you just came back from LA, right? You like,
Yeah, I went to LA in
yeah,
November, man. Saw my first
yeah.
ever Lakers game. First time seeing
yeah,
LeBron live. Also went out there and watched the Titans lose to the Chargers, but that wasn't the reason that I went to LA. I went to LA to see the Lakers. The Titans were just a secondary thing that I just so happened to book back last May. So there you
cool,
go.
cool. So let's talk through it, because LeBron, it is remarkable the strings that this man had to pull. Now that the NBA season, the regular season, is actually over, and we can say that deep down, Bronny did not belong. He just didn't. He had some spurts, where it was like, okay, good job, buddy. But that was it. And so looking back, not just being a Lakers hater, which I am, I solemnly swear, hand to God, that I am a Lakers hater. But for the sake of this, I'm just being, no bias. Now, are we able to say that this was a notch up from that because the dude is still playing the sport? This ain't, you know what I mean? It's not, LeVar and Deion are way outside the scope of still playing their sport. And this dude is still playing at a high level.
And dominating.
Yeah, at a high level. I hate to admit, because I'm not a Laker guy.
Dominating.
But that the amount of strings that he pulled was crazy. I mean, from getting JJ Redick to sign off on it, from getting everyone to sign off on it, like, hey guys, we're gonna do this and we're gonna draft my son. And everyone just sit there and like, yep, that's what we're doing. Like, man, does he own dirt on all these people? How did they or is the take, no, that's what we really want to do and we want to build around Bronny eventually? Like, as a Laker fan and everything that we're talking through, what do you think about that?
Man, I'm gonna keep it real. They 100% took Bronny because of LeBron. I mean, it's been a running joke for so long, but it's real too. They call LeBron the GM, in which Jordan went through that as well. They was saying that Jordan was running the Bulls and he was picking the players at one point in time. They were saying the same thing about Kobe Bryant and saying it about LeBron as well. Still saying it to this day. LeBron is the one picking the players, in which is funny to me. Now, going back to Bronny, I mean, I don't have a problem with LeBron doing whatever he had to do to get his son in the league. What I have a problem with when it comes to LeBron and Bronny is, okay, LeBron, you got him in the league. You know what comes with being a professional athlete. So when your son gets criticized, you can't go after every single person who has something to say. Now, if they're saying something crazy off the wall, yes, by all means, check them. But if they're out there critiquing this game, I mean, they get creative with it. But you know when a guy's just keeping it sports, or when it gets personal. And
For sure.
I feel like the situation with him and Stephen A, that could have been prevented by LeBron himself. If he really felt that type of way about Stephen A, check him behind the scenes. I don't have a problem with him feeling however he felt. I mean, you can't control a person's feelings, but it's a way you go about addressing things. LeBron, to me, waited until he got Stephen A in front of a camera. And LeBron, if you know anything about LeBron, he knows where every single camera is. He knows who every single person is out there that's watching the game. I mean, shoot, LeBron sees people up in the 300 section with a sign. He acknowledges them. I mean, LeBron is situationally aware of every single thing that's going on. And he got Stephen A in front of a camera and put on a whole show. So that's my only real issue I have with this LeBron and Bronny situation. LeBron, you have to fall back from going at every single body that criticizes your son, because that makes you look weak and that brings unwanted attention on your son as well.
Just a bad look to do that. Yeah. And when it's different if he had a little bit more skill, because you could sign off on it as, well, he does have the talent. But when you play for USC and you're not even a top three guy, in which no guy at USC gets drafted, not one. And then all of a sudden, this guy who averages 3 points a game gets drafted where his dad happens to play the same game. Like, it'd be different if he was now, if it was Cooper Flag, you know, okay, that's different because this dude has mad skills and okay, that covers a lot of things, but you can't get mad at someone when we all see maybe we're not experts, we're not NBA GMs, but come on, we can see.
It's like when he tweeted that tweet during the summer league where it was like, man, I'm watching these summer league cats. It was like people trying to tell me Bronny doesn't belong. And then about 2 weeks later, that tweet was magically deleted. You know, it was like, oh yeah, you know. I mean, it's just like, and again, no offense to G League, I got love for the G League, you know, but it's like I'm watching my boy Cam Spencer, who barely sniffs about a minute a game for the Grizzlies, drop 73 in a G League game. Okay, I mean, I'm not too impressed by what you do in the G League. Hey, it's your opportunity. I appreciate anybody who uses their opportunity, but I mean, just because you do, like I think Bronny had a game where he had like 36 points in the G League and people lost their shit. I'm just like, Cam Spencer just put up 73. He hit 16 3-pointers. You know, I'm like,
right.
You know, like nobody's talking about him.
Right.
Because his dad's not LeBron James, you know, so I get it, you know.
Yeah, we all know what's going on. I mean, we're not professional athletes. We're not front office personnel. I mean, we're sports fans with common sense. So don't play us like we're just dumb. We know what's going on. Please just stop. Don't bullshit us.
Yeah,
I mean, cut the bullshit out.
Yeah.
It is just disrespectful to do to us. We are sports idiot nation, but we're not that dumb. We're idiots. We're not stupid.
Exactly.
That's the tagline. So follow us on these social medias.
That's our spring summer. That's our spring summer collection T-shirts.
Yeah.
We may be stupid, but we're not idiots.
We may be stupid and we are idiots. Reminder always to click the link, get your mugs, get your T-shirts. Ti, are you gonna send Marako some gear?
Yeah, dude, I'll send him some stuff.
Man, I need a coffee mug, man. I'm a big coffee drinker as well, man. So I need a coffee mug.
There you go.
Yeah, dude, you just inbox me your address. I might have it. I might have it somewhere. I don't know. No, because you know I've just given you stuff.
Yeah, I've always seen you out, man. So I gotta support the brand as well. So you gonna send me the coffee mug, and I'm also gonna be purchasing something as well, man.
Yeah, no, well we got this thing going. We made these shirts. It was like your team sucks, and we made them in all colors of every conference of every team. So it's like, doesn't matter what team you like anything. It's just like it, and you can, there's no logos or anything on them outside of our logo. So it's like, you can use it for NBA, you use it for college. Adam's got like 8 different shirts he rotates out, but I'm going to send you a Titans one. I did one of Oilers colors and it's basically just says your team sucks, you know? And so you know.
Marako, you can do, what Marako we need to do is get him maybe the Minnesota Vikings one. Now I say that because it's purple and you can have it as Lakers because it doesn't have the same name. It's
purple and yellow
colors.
That's what he had. Yeah, he has.
So what I did,
he could probably go.
Yeah, I'm a San Francisco Giants for baseball fan. The Cincinnati Bengals is orange and black. So I got one of a Cincinnati Bengals. It doesn't say Bengals on it. It just says your team sucks in orange and black. So now I wear it for baseball season. And then the Rams colors is the exact same as the Golden State Warriors. So blue and yellow, I wear that for NBA. So what I'm saying is if you get the Minnesota Vikings one, you can have that and represent for the Lakers.
There you go. Next time you go out to a LA game, next time you go to a Lakers game, you can wear it.
Sport that.
Yeah, most definitely, man. You know I got an image to uphold over here, so I can't be associated with any other team when it comes to the NFL.
Right. I would never dream of it.
No, but before I have to make sure though, before we leave, before this is all said and done, which I think we're close to wrapping this up, we got to get a classic a classic, yeah, motherfucker, from my man here, because this is Titans fans. You don't understand, Adam. You're a Niners fan. You know, you know what it's like to watch your team win Super Bowls. We get that, but Titans fans wake up in these groups and they're like, "Where's my video? Where is my video?" And they wait for this man to do what I'm about to get him to do. So,
Man, it's that game day inspiration, man. And honestly, man, it comes natural, man. I mean, how I got into making hype videos. I mean, I was just feeling good one day, and it was actually, I can't remember the year because all these years just seem like the same to me at this point in life. But we were playing the Ravens at home. We beat them, I think 13-10 or something like that. And I was just feeling good that day. I was feeling like, you know, it was one of them days like, yeah, we finna go get a win. I don't care what the Ravens got going on. We finna go get us a win. And I got on that. I don't remember exactly what I said in that first hype video, but people like, man, you got to do it again. You got to do this. You got to do it again. You got to do this every week. So I was like, well, I'll do it. I'll do it again. I mean, it ain't no big deal. I just got on camera and started, you know, doing my thing or whatever. And I was thinking about what I was going to say uh that second week that I done it. I was like, what am I gonna say? I mean, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing here. I mean, I'm just, you know, I'm just a Titan fan supporting my team or whatever. So I got on there and the first thing I said was, yeah, motherfucker. You know what time it is. That's what I was feeling at the time. I mean, I just go based off of how I feel because I'm a person that's
Yeah.
real big on being organic. Whatever, whatever it is in life, man, I feel like it should be organic. So that right there felt organic to me, and it was something that everybody can relate to. Yeah, motherfucker, you know what time it is. I mean,
Yep.
no matter if
Yep.
you stepping out, no matter if you getting ready to compete in any single thing, no matter what you're doing in life. I mean, you step into it ready, yeah, motherfucker, you know what time it is. Yeah, so man,
Hell yeah.
it just took on a life of its own, and I
And that
I
it
started
did.
dropping every week, man, and I slacked up on it some. Just you know how it is being a Titans fan, Ti. I mean, shit.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
gonna keep it
Oh
real,
yeah.
man. I mean,
It's tough.
most
It's
Sundays I
tough,
don't
bro.
feel like getting up doing this shit with the Titans, talking about yeah, motherfucking knowing we finna get our brains beat in. I don't feel like doing all of that. But when I look at the
Mayonnaise
phone and I
eating.
see me getting tagged in all these posts, hey, Marako, where you at, man? Do your hype video, man. I love your hype video. Man, I'm like, man, I can't let them down, man. And they
Right.
understand that as well. It's
Yeah.
something that too many people haven't said, but they understand it. Shit, we suck. So they know
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get up here with a bunch of yeah, motherfucker, knowing we finna go get beat by 40 or 50 points. They know what it is, man. And that's why I kind of like transitioned into, you know, just throwing my opinions out there or whatever, because I mean, people look for my opinions. People value my opinions or whatnot, and I kind of just, you know, started going in that direction. I mean, yeah, people argue with me about my opinions just like everybody else, because I'm not here to appease to anybody. I'm not here to pander. I mean, I'm just here to spit whatever it is that's on my mind. So when I make my tweets, when I make my posts, you getting whatever's on my mind at all times. And I feel like that's why people really take a liking to me and what I got going on.
Yeah,
Love
dude.
it, man.
No doubt, man. That's 100%, man. And you're right. People do, man. They look forward to your opinion. They look forward to your take. They look forward to your posts, your comments. I mean, and that's That's the thing, man. Once you gain that trust from your fellow Titans fans, and they look at you for a voice, they look at you for direction, they look at you like I know that feeling. I like coming out here after a game where we just got demolished and the season is done, and I'm just like, great. Now I got to hop on here and I got to record this episode, and I got to spread optimism. And I got to sit here and talk about, oh, it's not all that bad. Like, these were the good things. Like, yeah, I'm just like, man, I don't want to do this. But you know why you do it? Because you got folks looking for it. And that's why you do it, man. So
For sure.
Got mad respect for you there. Got love for you, brother. Like I said, man, we're in this boat together. I'm glad you got to meet Adam. I know you've met Miles before. I hate that he couldn't be on this episode because I know he'd have some good takes as well. But we're definitely definitely gonna have you back, man, and I'm looking forward to seeing you taking over social media and kind of like putting yourself out there more this season. So
most definitely, man. I can't wait to get this season rocking and rolling, man. Man, I can't wait for Cam Ward next week, man. We finally getting a quarterback in here. Hopefully he becomes our franchise quarterback. I mean, I'm no real fan of Cam Ward, but at the same time, I mean, I see his talent. I see his skills. I see his leadership qualities throughout his career. And I feel like he's got every single thing it takes to become a franchise quarterback. And I'm going to support him as I do every single player that puts on a Titans uniform. I'm going to support him until I truly, in my heart, feel like I can't anymore.
He just stopped supporting Jake Locker last week, I heard.
We all been there.
Will Levis, if you talk about Will Levis, man, look, man, I'll stop supporting Will Levis the moment he pulled that foolishness against the Bengals, man. I'm talking about the Bengals was sitting up there trying to give us a win. I mean, you got Trevondre Sweat out there, running with the football, stiff arming people, getting this Derrick Henry on, and only for Will Levis to turn around and get a ball right back to Joe Burrow. I mean, at that point, I was done. I mean, I was done when they went out there and scored 6 points against the Jags, but when they pulled that stunt against the Bengals, I said, yeah, I'm done with Will Levis. Let me try to focus on these other quarterbacks that coming out. I wasn't a big fan of Shador. I had my criticisms about Shador and Cam Ward. But once I started sitting down, doing my own research, looking at film on both of them, I said, you know what? These two, they could possibly be franchise quarterbacks. So yeah, I'm gonna give them a chance, man. If the Titans feel like one of these dudes can be their guy, 100% behind it.
Yeah, you got to, man. You got to.
Yeah, I feel like we'll see how the draft shakes out, and we'll catch up with you again. Man, big shout out to Big Marako, man. That was great stuff. There's a lot that we can get into.
Sports,
for another
comedy,
episode, which
pop
means you just gotta
culture,
come on
and
back.
everything in between.
man.
By idiots, for
we'll
idiots.
have you back
Welcome,
on
sinners.
post-draft,
This
and we can
is
talk,
Sports
we'll have
Idiot
you, a couple
Nation.
Other Titans heads on, maybe there's some AFC South heads or something, and we'll just kind of talk. We'll just battleground it, man. We'll just have a bunch of us to go back and forth, talk about, why our draft is better or why it's worse, or whatever. who we think the sleepers are, like whatever, But definitely looking forward to having you more on this season. We're Adam and I have been working real hard to try to build something unique and fresh, and the only way we do that is with unique and fresh folks. So, thanks, brother.
For sure, man. Y'all take care and stay blessed.
You too, my man.
So be sure to follow Sports Idiot Nation wherever you get your social media. Also, the plentiful link. Get your gear, your swag, all that
Get
stuff.
your sinful swag. And follow Marako, Twitter, X, whatever you call it these days, Instagram, Facebook. He's killing it everywhere. I think you get your most. I don't know. I don't want to speak for you. I think you got your most traction on X, but I don't know, man. You got a lot of
Facebook is where you can catch me at. Doing my thing, doing my real thing. X, I'm on X. I'm active on X on the regular, but if you want to catch me on a daily basis, I'm on Facebook.
Facebook.
Word.
Yep. That's
Sweet.
Ti's biggest following. That's our biggest following. So we get it. So stay up with us on Facebook, and we will see you Monday. Okay, all you sinners, follow Sports Idiot Nation on TikTok, X, and Instagram. Like us on Facebook, and remember, the most fun way to watch us is on YouTube every Monday and Thursday. Be sure to hit the notification bell so you can be updated when new content drops. Remember, the podcast can also be found on the usual suspects of Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Always remember, don't be an idiot.
Sinner.